Do you remember Matrix Resurrections? If you don't, I don't blame you, because not a lot of people watched it because it's an awful movie. It's terrible. A terrible movie. I've made a couple videos talking about this. It's just bad. And I don't think there would have been any saving this movie. I think it was always destined to flop any way it was released. But what's funny is Village Roadshow is going to go ahead and sue Warner Brothers because they released it on HBO Max. Now, if this movie had been in theaters only for a small period of time, would it have made more money? Sure. Yeah, it would have for sure made a little bit more. But I don't think that it would have been enough to really make this a hit. I don't know how much more it would have made. Maybe 50 million more. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number. The problem this movie had is that it released against Spider-Man No Way Home. I think it came out 2 weeks after Spider-Man No Way Home, and it was utterly destroyed by it. Spider-Man No Way Home is a much better movie. It was more well-received and had good word of mouth. This movie was firing on all cylinders. Everything about it was loved. Like, it gave fans what they wanted. Everybody was preaching about it, saying how amazing it was. Critics were loving it. Like, there was nothing really that could take this movie down. Then you have Matrix Resurrections kind of limp out of the gate, and a lot of controversy surrounding it. You had people saying that it's taken the red pill back and it's going to do all of these weird things to get the fan base back to where they want it. Like, I don't think that was everything that hurt it, but it didn't help it. Also, the fact that who the fuck wanted a fourth Matrix movie? I mean, 2 and 3 weren't that well loved. And that's probably why during this movie, they constantly wanted to remind you of the first movie and they tried to recreate it because that one is the one people actually loved. But let's take a look at what they're saying here. Warner Brothers has been hit with a lawsuit over the release of The Matrix Resurrections, which premiered in theaters and on HBO Max the same day. The suit was filed with the Los Angeles Superior Court by Village Roadshow Entertainment Group, which co-produced all 4 Matrix movies. WB's sole purpose in moving the release date of Matrix Resurrections forward was to create a desperately needed wave of year-end HBO Max premium subscriptions, which it knew would be a blockbuster film. But it wasn't a blockbuster film. In fact, nobody liked it. As you can see right here from Rotten Tomatoes, critics and audiences actually agree. I haven't checked this score in a while, but it's crazy to see them both lined up like that. This movie would have been a flop if it had been in theaters only. If this movie wasn't on HBO Max and it was in theaters only, it still would have been a flop. Okay? It had made a little bit more money, but I don't think that much more money. So I don't blame Warner Brothers for putting it on HBO Max. In fact, it probably was the smarter idea. However, they might still end up winning some money. I don't know how much they'll win. I'm sure they'll probably actually just settle this out of court, but it's just funny to me. Like, how much more will they get? Because I think you could lay the evidence out there that this movie never would have been a blockbuster, even if it was on HBO Max. Bad movies are still bad movies. So anyway, despite knowing full well that it would decimate the film's box office revenue and deprive Village Roadshow of any economic upside that WB and its affiliates would enjoy, especially as compared to a 2022 exclusive theatrical release, the complaint reads. So that's the thing right here. HBO Max didn't destroy it. Spider-Man No Way Home destroyed it, which is still making money in the theaters. And it's getting close to beating Avatar's domestic box office, which I think is amazing. I hope it pummels that movie because I cannot stand the overhyped Avatar. The only reason that this movie made so much money is because it came out with nothing surrounding it. And I'm pretty sure it was like one of the first movies to have like real 3D and stuff like that. And that got people curious. I can't wait for the sequels to come out. They're going to do absolutely horrible in the box office. And I'm going to laugh as the movie is exposed. So Spider-Man No Way Home, still a juggernaut, still doing really well. really close to making a lot of money domestically and overtaking this. There's just no way that Matrix would have stood a chance against that movie. That movie's a juggernaut, and I'm sorry, but this pile of shit was never, ever going to dethrone that movie. Will they win anything? I don't know. It all depends on what the contracts look like, and I don't know what those look like. I feel like the Village Roadshow people had a whole year to try to complain and get this movie uh, out of that schedule. I don't know, but we're just now hearing about this, so I don't think they're going to get much. But to be honest, they'll just settle out of court. It's just hilarious to me that they're suing because this movie was doomed from the start. Spider-Man wins, and that's pretty much all I got to say on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. They're usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.